Hi, how you doing? And welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with DVD. And are you ready? Are you ready? Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, I already said the greeting. I am perturbed. When I tell you my internet and my mic cut off and I did not know it, I'm hotter than fish grease. Let's get back into what we were talking about. So rudely interrupted. This is my piping hot tea segment. Okay, we're gonna start off with Jonathan Majors, and I said a lot of stuff, so I don't even remember what I said. So we're just gonna give a brief synopsis of what I said in my previous video, where I wasn't really recording. Yeah, what's his name was talking about that this morning, Chef Dun. It is hell. And I heard Erica De Niro talking about it too with her mic. Baby, it is hell when you sitting up there thinking you done recorded something and you really didn't. Especially since, that was like 38 minutes worth of footage. I went back in and edited zero sound. And I was ready to take my fat ass over there and take a nap. But anyway, back to Jonathan Majors. Okay. So the closing arguments happened on Thursday. And I feel some kind of way. I remember what I said. I believe that this situation is a draw. It's going to be hard to convict him because you see that lady chasing him in the middle of the street like he is a runaway slave. There's that. Then you have her with marks and lacerations. Then there's that. Then she has marks behind her ear. Then there's that. Then she has the finger mark, who they say that she could have got because she is a partier. So now he was trying to keep his image clean and squeaky clean, but it's only so much of that dirt you can hide. So apparently, allegedly, and besides, this is all fair use. And in my opinion, that he was talking on the phone with another woman. So she tried to go after his phone. It's one thing you don't do. You don't mess with a black man's phone who is cheating. You might just get attacked, in my opinion. So during closing arguments, and this is from reported from the Vulture. During closing arguments, it's being reported that, he was trying to get her to give up her partying ways and be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Now, this is what would have kept his image squeaky clean. She wouldn't have been out there in those streets partying and so forth and so on. We don't know what Michelle was doing. We don't know what Coretta was doing at the beginning stages of these marriages. Shoot, I'm pretty sure Coretta was tired of Martin and his alleged cheat. I said what I said. So, jurors in the assault trial case against Jonathan Majors now have began deliberations. The trial, which began on December the 4th, stems from a March 25th domestic dispute involving Majors and his former girlfriend, Grace Jabari. Majors has pleaded not guilty in the misdemeanor charges of assault and aggravated harassment. He faces up to 1 year in prison. Majors did not testify in his trial, but he was present in the New York courtroom for the duration of the proceedings. Let's add that Megan Good was sticking beside him. It is also alleged that she may have been the woman that was talking to him on the phone. They played his voice recording and they both cried on cue, what some people say. They are actors. let me say my opinion on this. The reason why I call it a draw is because it seems like you have a jealous girlfriend that tried to take his phone. He, in my opinion, probably tried to get the phone back. It probably went further than he expected it to. She probably tried to get the phone anyway, and they had a little tussle or the kerfuffle over the phone. And he probably ended up injuring her. But what we are curious about is what kind of relation did they have prior to this incident? Was it as volatile as to what happened in the car? Now, at first, I was team woman, right? Until I saw her put on her Olympic shoes, Olympic sneakers, and chase that man all through up and through the streets. And I said, okay, she is not innocent. Okay, and more piping hot tea, which is what I planned on saying begin in the beginning because I was starting my tea with light stories, and I forgot to mention um Kenya and Sierra. See, in my previous video, I did have it in order, but I started looking at my paper, and Jonathan Major's name was first. But I knew on that video what I wanted to talk about first. Light stuff. Okay, so back to Kenya and Mark. Kenya has finally rid herself of that jerk that she was once married to. A lot of people believe that she only married him because he provided her with the child and he gave her what she wanted, in the words of Sweet Tea. But I believe she also is a sucker for love. I think that he probably not only gave her what she wanted, he probably wooed her into making her believe that she was special to him and that he could just be there for her. She has this tumultuous relationship with her mother and she longs for love. I mean, I don't know why people couldn't see that when she first got on the show. When we found out how her mother treated her, living in the same home with her, still denying that she had even had a child, fixed in her mind that she didn't even have a child. I had to wonder if something happened to the lady. And I still wonder that. But finally, she has gotten rid of that dead weight. He did not treat her with respect. We saw that on the show. And I hope everything goes well. I hope he moves on, she moves on. They peacefully raise this beautiful daughter that they share. And just throw up the deuces and keep it pushing. Good luck to the both of you. This man said he can only pay $521 in child support. In Kenya Moore world, that's like 52 cents, probably. I said what I said. Now, Sierra. Sierra and Russell Wilson welcome a beautiful baby. And this is wonderful for Sierra. I wish her the best. I am not like all these other hood chicks out here that want a thug and had a thug before. Now, a lot of people says that she longs to really be with Future, the first child's father. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think that she fell in love with a more respectful man, and she deserved that. Yes, that's right. She has 3 other children, one with Future. We don't claim him. I said what I said. The Wilsons are now, and this is being reported by BET. The Wilsons are now a party of 6. Singer Sierra and her husband, Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson, announced the birth of their daughter, Amara Princess Wilson, She weighed nine. Ooh, wait, what? 9 pounds? I know she had a C-section, allegedly, in my opinion. What? That baby came out grown. My kids didn't weigh 9 pounds until they were like maybe a month old. Mm. Girl, good luck with all that. If you had that baby naturally, vaginally, I mean. Well, we are super women. We have pushed out bigger. So, yeah, if you had that baby vaginally, I hope you get some of that vaginal rejuvenation that Kim and Coy got over there. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, congrats to the Wilsons. I think people call him a simp because black men are impressed by other black men, not who treat, in my opinion, not who treat women right or with respect. They are impressed with men who treat their main chick like a main chick, their side pieces like side pieces, and have as many women as they want and be disrespectful to women out here in these streets, and they are applauded for it. It is what it is. I've seen it too much. I have too many male friends to not know. Watch how I call this bitch and pretend like I'm with so, and I'm with my guys, but I'm really with you. Right. I've seen it too many times. So instead, let us say congratulations. I hope that Sierra and Russell are not just in this marriage for show, and that they are really indeed as happy as they appear to be. And let me think. Let me use my spidey sense. I'm quiet because I'm trying to get in tune with them. Mm, he loves her for who she is, and that's a great thing. Um, she loves him. Hmm. Yeah, they love each other, and in each other they found something special. And a lot of people don't see what they see in themselves, and it is not all about the money, because I do believe that she is a wealthy woman without him, wealthier with him, of course, but and he ain't no builder brother, but at the same time I believe that this was a match that was meant to be, in my opinion. And through me reading her kind of um through our signs, and my gut is telling me that she is a Scorpio. Let me check that out on the good Googler here. Yep. Yep. October Scorpio, but Scorpio still the same. You know how we kind of discriminate. Woo, but so it did. It is a Scorpio. We don't claim him. And he's a November Scorpio, but we don't claim him. Now, and Phaedra, she's October Scorpio. That's why we don't claim her either. Anyway, in other celebrity news, we have that good Croy and that good Kim Zolciak Biermann. Now, this man has gone completely off his rocker by being mistreated by this woman. They have a total of six, 6 together. No, yeah, they do have 6 kids together. She has 2 from a previous relationship, but he adopted. Ooh, I bet you Croy hate that he became a Brady Bunch ninja. Shout out to Pam over there on Sisters. Whoa! But anyway, yes, Croy has lost his marbles. He was out there in his driveway going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And the officer was asking him, man, what's wrong? Can you need to calm down? How can I fucking calm down? She's using me. She has destroyed me. She has destroyed my life. I don't have nothing. I don't have my family. Because they turned their backs on him because he got with a trollop. Mm-hmm. You knew what she was when you got with that trash. You knew exactly what she was, allegedly. Over there messing with that woman's husband in California, Big Papa. We all know who Big Papa is now, though, right? But I knew who he was a long time ago. I told you I got to tell that story. But anyway, she over there messing with the old Big Papa. And, you know, now the chickens have come home to roost. In that case, the man was taking Papa's to the set of the reunions because she was terrified all of a sudden of the big black women. The big black women also said that this lady never went on trips, and if you would look back at her time on the show, I don't recall one trip that she went on. She is getting her karma for sure. She went over there down to the hood and talked about Candace's house. Candace still has her house and all 27 of her cars. Okay? You have a gambling addiction. You have a sex addiction because in my opinion, according to Croy, you are already getting that nappy dug out. Okay? And he is upset because she has some kind of vaginal rejuvenation. I am familiar with that as a person who has only had 2 children. You do snores. That's called a sneeze and fart and a pee at the same time. Because those children sit on your bladder. And if you have the money to get that thing tightened up, go back and get that thing tightened up. But she don't have the money. She ain't got the money. Shout out to Sweet Tea. But I think that this surgery was free for publicity. Now she broke, allegedly. She owes the IRS, allegedly. But it ain't really allegedly. I mean, you've seen court documents. But anyway, and she owed Target of all people. She didn't pay the Target people. But anyway, yes, Croy has lost it and he is off his rocker and he is volatile. And to be honest with you, I am scared for her and the kids. I cannot stand Kim Associated Bierman. However, I don't want anything to happen to her in a bad way as a human being. The rest of it, she kick rocks. And please, 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 please do not put her ass back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I said what I said. Tamar Braxton is allegedly not paying the people. The very guy that came out in defense of James is alleging that Tamar has not paid him. But Tamar has finally released a statement. She says that this dude has worked for her for 3 years. What does she look like not paying him? If she hadn't paid him in the last 3 years, don't you think he would have been gone by now with a good common sense? Maybe he didn't have any common sense, Tamar. Maybe he was, in a situation where he was using your name for publicity. See, now, here we go. You might have been paying people like Sheree pays people and name recognition. Bullshit. If I do a job for you, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are Jesus Christ and you wearing your sandals and you already walked across the water and you made some water into wine. If I helped you pass out that wine and turn your 40 fish into 1,000,000, ever how many fish it was, and I help you pass out that fish, I'm gonna get a percentage. Okay? I don't care who you are. That's how I feel. I said what I said. Only people I work for free is my children down there to the PTO where I am Parent of the Year. Thank you. Moving right along. In love and Look, I said love and hip hop. Ooh, that's probably what I meant to say. But anyway, in love and hip hop news, it is being Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is being reported that Kiki is out here in these streets telling lies and she's trying to clean up her name. Let me just say right quick, I do feel for Kiki. I'm not all the way mad at her. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not gonna jump on a bandwagon hating her, just like I didn't jump on a bandwagon hating Stormy. I can like Stormy, Melody, and uh Kiki. I don't understand why people don't understand that you can get into it with Mel. You have everybody, if you are a staunch millimeter, and I mean like these bloggers who cannot, you can't even just speak her name in a sentence and say she did something wrong. You can't point out her errors on the show. That part. She's on the show, people. If we are critiquing the show, we should be able to critique her if she makes an error. I haven't seen her make any errors in front of the show, in front of the scenes or whatever. Behind the scenes, she may be, tongue tussling with her best friend. Are you gonna tell Dwayne she can't be her friend anymore because they tongue tussle? Are you gonna be able to tell um uh Brittany they're not friends anymore if they tongue tussle? Are you gonna do a public campaign to drag her? Kiki has been friends with this woman just as long as before Tisha, mutual best friend, and I'm pretty sure, like I said in my previous video, that Dwayne is probably working that thing out. She probably like, look, I love both of you. Stop that ish. Now y'all don't have to be friends because we are all friends. But don't come to me with that bullshit. I myself have a best friend. We've been friends, like I said, since we were 8 years old. If I have a problem with her, yes, I may go to my sister and be like, ooh, that damn son, she made me mad. But at the same time, we are still friends. And just because, Kiki vented to her mother, that does not mean that she was not being a friend to Melanie. Come on, y'all. Come on now. We grown. Think about that thing. I'm not throwing her under the bus because she said something bad about Mel. Same thing with Stormy. Stormy's my homegirl, for real, for real. Gotta go check those records to see if we're related, because just about everybody in Campbell County is related. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, I like Stormy. And I don't think it's fair for me to be a millimeter and stop liking her because I'm a millimeter. Foolishness. Next, Christian Keys. Christian Keys is reporting that he has been sexually abused, or some booty warrior has been trying to get at his booty for the last 18. Oh, allegedly, and in my opinion. Now, I didn't bother Christian. Christian bothered me. I follow him. But he told some with his truth. Can he tell his truth? No, he cannot, apparently, because you people are dragging him. You are assuming he was talking about this certain person that he's been working for years. He did not say a name. People, relax. Let the man tell his truth. Let us find out through discovery what his truth is, allegedly. But leave that man alone. Okay, here's a little snippet of his story. My battery is down on my phone, so I hope it does not go out before he tells a piece of this little story here. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it is very long.
And it needs to be told. And the bad part is,
I should have known my other video wasn't taking because I couldn't hear it in my earphone. I just thought that my earphone had came out. Oh, he's been sexually harassed for years. Remember, this is fair use commentary, and I am a follower of Christian Keys. This is Christian Keys in his own words.
Because y'all have deified this person. And then if a person tells you over and over, first of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. None. Now, that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, it says church hugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair, up here. Nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But not allowed to touch somebody without not. It's heavy on my heart, man. And I'm tired. And we around here deifying people that go out and do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators.
Predators, he said.
And attempted sexual assault. And I want to air that shit out so bad. I'm having a night, clearly. Boys deserve the same. My boundaries? Then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do? Yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half.
Okay. He says that he's been carrying this with him for a decade and a half. I feel for this brother. I think he is telling the truth. He is telling his truth, in my opinion. What we're not gonna do is just go ahead and start dragging the person who we think it is. It could be several people that Christian has worked with. I hope he gets what he needs out of this. Christian had a interview with Anthony the other day. And I'm going to say this about Anthony. I don't hate Anthony, okay? Anthony locked these because he got into it with Mel. He has a strange way of dropping tea. It doesn't seem well researched to me, but either well researched or getting some type of, you know, I don't know. It seems like he gets tea, but not from these credible sources, right? But whatever, however he does it, that's on him. But I will say he is a pretty decent interviewer because when he interviewed with Christian, Christian was impressed with his interview style. And my thing is, maybe if he stayed out of these Huntsville streets, then and interview people just by interviewing them and not worrying about who's sleeping with who over there in Huntsville and let that ride and just interview the stars. He might be better at that because, baby, when I tell you that he was pulling things in out of Christian and sounding so professional, not like that BS that he always doing with Huntsville. I don't talk about Huntsville all the time. I have Huntsville tea. I have Real Housewives tea. I mix it up. I hate these bloggers. I don't hate them. I hate the way sometimes they focus too much on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They don't get out of the scope of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And to me, as far as those of us who actually have, training in journalism and mass communication, that is hindering them. Because in the words of Scotty by Nature TV over there, and Ken, shout out to Ken, you lose journalistic integrity when you just talk about one thing. I want you to branch out. You're too talented and have too much going on to just focus on this show. it is making you all look like fools out here in these streets. I'm just keeping it 100. And I don't concentrate on Anthony. I was in his live this morning. He was misconstruing everything I was saying. I was just asking him, did he really dox that lady? He said he did. Then I told him all I saw on my timeline or whatever you call it when YouTube let stuff pop up. I'm gonna call it timeline. The YouTube timeline. The only thing I saw was I am a veteran and AL has doxed me. And he gets in there, who is this? Who is this? Are you that lady? Are you that lady who said I doxed you? No, Anthony, I was saying that that's all I saw on my timeline. I'm not saying that you actually did it. He actually thought I was that person. I had to put a long nose in the chat showing him that no, I'm not that person. I'm a blogger myself, or a vlogger, or a content creator, whatever you want to call me. And I was just, trying to get clarification because that's all I saw. I don't watch the other YouTuber, and I told him that. So that's neither here nor there. I think his lane is definitely interviewing and not trying to see what's going on in Huntsville. And I think a lot of people will come out better not really covering that show like that, putting your personal um, opinion on things, dragging this man, losing subscribers, all because he had a difference of opinion with what happened with Mel. It is not harmful to Melody. Now, had he done something harmful to her, like, you know, well, she says that allegedly he was popping up at restaurants where she had been, not where she was currently though. What I'm saying is it is okay for him to go to restaurants that she recommends. Do you think we'll be using her skincare products? Has she not recommended them? Has she not been on the show recommending those skincare products? Absolutely not. He can be a fan from a distance. He's too involved. And a lot of people are. All those people that's dragging him for being too involved, so are you. Just on the opposite end. And like I said, I don't dislike Stormy and Kiki. And I don't like Tisha because I don't like Tisha. It don't have anything to do with her beef with Mel. A lot of people think that Tisha was, you know, dropping a dime on Martell, and then Tisha kept saying that Mel was trying to destroy her marriage. That's what I meant. She was dropping a dime on Marceau. That's what made me dislike her. Knowing that Martell, Kimmy too, both of them knowing that Martell was out here in these streets like he was. Okay. That's it. And then I'm not gonna be that person that start liking somebody just because they're into it with Mel. Because a lot of content creators have started liking Stormy, which they didn't like her when she first came on because she was cool with Mel. Foolishness. I said what I said. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. My content is not as long as it was before because of course my mic had turned off and I had no clue. But I think I covered just about everything that I was trying to cover. This is my piping hot tea segment. Come on in, come on. And these country conversations with Diva D. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for coming in when you do come in, but drop a like, okay? Get that girl up in the algorithm. My shit is good over here and commercial free. Now, as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces.